Thank you very much. So let me give you an idea of what it is like. You want to procure a good medical facility. You want the best of a road. You want your schools. You want good schools. For instance, you want to admit JS1 students by September this year. And so you need a classroom, you need the teachers, you need the teaching aids. All these are needs. But there has to be a vehicle. There has to be a process that will bring those things to reality. And so in the public sector, even also in the private sector, there has to be a system that will enable you deliver that school, that will enable you deliver that teaching aids, that MRI scanner, that X-ray scanner, that 10-kilometer road that will enable the person from the northern part of the country to the eastern part of the country to the western part of the country to the central part of the country to deliver their goods to a location whereby other chain within the value chain can easily carry and then go and make money. So procurement is to give value. Procurement is to establish confidence in the public that their own money is being utilized in a manner that is accountable, in the manner that gives them confidence that government means well for them. So procurement really is a system that identifies or translates government vision into reality. Procurement is taking, so for instance, His Excellency will say, that's the President will say, look, Ministry of Works, Ministry of Power, I need to provide 24 hours of electricity to this country, to my citizen. That's his vision. The Minister of Power will say to Mr. President, I need so amount of money to be able to provide 24 hours electricity. But he has the responsibility to know how. BPP and others would say there's a process that will enable, you can't spend that 1 naira until you follow a process. And that process is what we bring back or bring those things to reality. So procurement is, globally, procurement is what brings development, is a tool, is an enabler, is what attracts good governance. Procurement is what brings professionals. Procurement is what brings private and public sector to the same objective. Private sector wants to make money. Public sector wants to deliver value. So procurement is like the midpoint. Procurement is what brings all the two extremes together.
But what you describe, sounds all good.
Yeah.
You want to deliver value. You want to deliver good quality.
Yes.
The ones that also deliver poor quality products, is that also not procurement?
Well,
what's the difference?
The thing is, for everything, there always will be the positive and the negative anyway. While we want to deliver value, some want to also provide the value. But the procurement law takes care of all this. So while there's incentive to deliver value, there's also disincentive for those who will not deliver value. So we have systems in place to address everyone who will decide not to comply. The law is very clear. We have sanctions, we have a collaboration that enables us to deal with people who will not comply. So, for instance, if you choose not to procure a good road. We give a contractor money. He has money in his account. He has timeline to deliver, and he chooses not to. My duty, together with the implementing agency, is to do a report.
I'm thinking about what you're saying, Dr. Adedokun, and it looks like all the problems that we have in this country rest on your shoulders. We should be blaming the BPP because you just talked about, you have, powers to be able to sanction those who don't do the right thing. But a lot of wrong things are being done. Mm-hmm. I mean, you get to see, for example, a road being constructed, and in a few months, it's bad again. Mm-hmm. You go to public facilities, maybe just erected, and then the computers are not working, mm-hmm. or you find monitors, you don't find keyboards, or you don't find CPUs, those kind of things. Okay. I mean, you find that a lot. Mm-hmm. So is it that the BPP is not delivering its mandate, or is it that your hands are tied?
Okay, I think it's a wrong. What you said is not properly situated. So let me correct. BPP is a regulatory body and a compliance institution. Now, in the value chain, you have implementing agency. I will give you an approval to go and procure. You follow the process. The agency is one that will implement. And also, they also have the power to monitor what they do. However, where we come in, we also have the monitoring and evaluation power. From time to time, don't forget, we managed over 800 agencies all over the country. And so the law allows us to do some percentage of monitoring. So it's not BPP's responsibility to ensure that the water runs. It's the responsibility of the person who says, I want to give water to the environment. But however, we request for reports. So that's why we are working closely with civil societies, organizations. We are working with professional bodies to give us real-time reports. Now, we have series. We have done procurement audits, for instance, every year. For instance, I've sent quite a large number of reports of infractions to various agencies since I resumed duty to say we have found this thing not in consonance with what you say you want to do. Can you explain why? Now, when I get those reports and I find clearly deviation from the approvals given, I send it to the prosecuting agency, EFCC, ICPC, the police, for them to carry out the proper investigation and then prosecute. So everybody has his roles and responsibilities. So mine is to ensure that there's fairness in selection of suppliers. Mine is to ensure that the timeline given to them, which we are now insisting. For instance, I've told Nigerians that every government agencies must commence their procurement processes now. The first half of the year, there's a plan. Follow the plan, and by the end of May 2025, I expect that you have completed your award processes, and then we'll go into monitoring and evaluation. This is the paradigm shift. Paradigm shift in the sense that for the first time in a long while, we are insisting that all government agencies should start their processes now and complete it by first half of this year. It gives all of us, these critical stakeholders, it gives the minister the opportunity to go to the field. He has awarded food security, he has awarded palliatives. He should go to the field and monitor what they have awarded. BPP should go send his observers to the field, give us reports. And beyond that, we're not even waiting again. What we're doing now is that at every stage of the procurement process, I've asked, under the approval of His Excellency, Mr. President, who graciously has given me this confidence and assurance to do my job. He said, go and do your work. To say every month, by the end of every month, all government agencies in this country must submit to us. Do
you determine those who get the contracts for the different jobs?
Oh, no. It's not our business.
Okay.
It's the full responsibility of the agencies. I mean, how do I know the space? How do I know what the Ministry of Water Resources? Well, I'm not an expert. They decide their need. They decide what they want. And if they choose certain contractors. Mine is to verify, did you follow the process? Did that contractor merit it? Is the cost reasonable? And where is the timeline? Where is the source of funding? It will interest you that in the last 1 month, I've turned down quite a number of requests that does not meet timeline. I'm not confident, I'm not assured of the funding, and I'm not too sure the selection process. So now everybody's getting to know it's not business as usual. You must make sure you do your own process. I've now thrown back the responsibility to them. Determine what you want. Publish it. Advertise. So that millions of Nigerians can confidently bid. They don't have to know anybody. They have right now the confidence of this government to say you can bid for a project. You begin to see so many advertisements coming out any moment from now to give Nigerians that confidence that if they bid fairly, they will win fairly.
All right.